My brother begged me to co-sign his $400,000 mortgage. Then he stopped paying, destroyed my credit, and blamed me for not helping enough. Just sign here, I promise I'll make every payment. Turned into foreclosure notices and a 200-point credit drop. My name is Ashley Martinez. I'm 33 years old. 3 years ago I had excellent credit. A 780 score. $35,000 saved for a down payment on my first home. I was responsible, careful with money, had spent years building financial security. Then my brother Tyler asked me to co-sign his mortgage. Please, Ashley, I just need your credit score. I promise I'll make every payment. You won't pay a cent. This is for my family, for my kids. I trusted him. He was my brother. Family. I co-signed a $400,000 mortgage. For 8 months everything was fine. Payments came through. I breathed easy. Then Tyler lost his job. The payments stopped. Foreclosure notices started arriving. At my address. In my name. My credit score dropped 200 points. From 780 to 580. I spent $35,000 of my savings trying to keep the house from foreclosure. Trying to protect my credit. It didn't work. The house foreclosed anyway. My credit was destroyed. My savings were gone. My dream of buying my own home was over. And Tyler blamed me. If you'd helped more, we wouldn't be in this mess. You abandoned us when we needed you. This is the story of co-signing for family and watching them destroy your financial future while calling you selfish for not doing more. Tyler is 4 years younger than me. Always has been the golden child. Growing up, I was the responsible one. Good grades because I studied hard. Part-time job at 16. Saved my money. Tyler was the charming one. Charismatic. Popular. Got away with everything. Failed classes? He's just not challenged enough. Got fired from jobs? They didn't appreciate his talents. Racked up credit card debt in college? He's learning. Everyone makes mistakes. Our parents always bailed him out. Always made excuses. I paid my own way through community college. Worked full-time while studying. No help from anyone. Tyler went to a 4-year university. Partied. Changed majors 3 times. Took 6 years to graduate. Parents paid for all of it. It's an investment in his future, Dad would say. I graduated with an associate degree in business. No debt. Got a good job in accounting. Tyler graduated with a bachelor's in communications. $45,000 in student debt. Got a job in sales that paid $40,000. By the time I was 27, I had my finances together. Good credit. Emergency fund. Retirement savings. Saving for a house. Tyler was 23. In debt. Bad credit from missed credit card payments. Living paycheck to paycheck. Then he met Jenna. They dated for 6 months. She got pregnant. They got married quickly. Had a baby girl. Mia. Beautiful kid. I loved being an aunt. Tyler and Jenna rented a small apartment. Struggled financially. Tyler's sales job was inconsistent. Commission-based. Some months good, some months terrible. Jenna worked part-time at a daycare. Minimum wage. They were always broke. I helped sometimes. Bought diapers. Brought groceries. Babysat for free. Thanks, sis. You're a lifesaver. Don't know what we'd do without you. When I was 30, I started seriously house hunting. Had $35,000 saved. Was pre-approved for a mortgage. Looking at condos in Seattle. Nothing fancy. Just something mine. Tyler was 26. Jenna was pregnant with their second child. They were still in the small apartment. 2 bedrooms. Would be tight with 2 kids. Tyler started talking about buying a house. We need more space. Kids need a yard. Can you afford a house? I'm making decent money now. Got a better sales job. We can swing it. He started looking. Found a house he loved. 4 bedrooms. Big yard. Great neighborhood. Listing price. $400,000. I was skeptical. That's a lot of house on your income. I'm making $65,000 now. Jenna's going back to work full-time after the baby. We can afford it. He applied for a mortgage. Got denied. His credit score was 620. Too low. His debt-to-income ratio was too high with the student loans and credit card debt. He was devastated. The bank doesn't understand. I need this house. For my family. He called me a week later. Ashley, I need to talk to you. Can you come over? I went to his apartment. He and Jenna were both there. Serious faces. We have a proposition, Tyler said. That should have been my first warning. A proposition. The bank denied our mortgage, but they said if I had a cosigner with good credit, they'd approve it. My stomach sank. I knew where this was going. You want me to cosign? Just your signature. That's all. Your credit score is amazing. 780. With you cosigning, we'd get approved immediately. Tyler, do you understand what cosigning means? I'd be equally responsible for the mortgage. If you miss payments, it affects my credit. If you default, I'm liable. I know, but I won't miss payments. I swear. I have a good job now. Jenna's going back to work. We'll make every payment on time. What if something happens? What if you lose your job? I won't. And even if I did, I'd figure it out. I wouldn't let it affect you. I promise. Jenna spoke up. Ashley, we really need this. The apartment is too small. With 2 kids, we need space. This house is perfect. Safe neighborhood. Good schools. It's for the kids. Have you considered something smaller? Less expensive? We looked. Everything cheaper is in bad areas. We can't raise our kids there. What about renting a bigger place? We're throwing money away on rent. We need to build equity. Invest in our future. Tyler leaned forward. Please, Ashley. You're my sister. I wouldn't ask if it wasn't important. This is for my family. For Mia. For the new baby. What if I want to buy my own house? Having a co-signed mortgage affects my ability to get approved. You can wait a year or 2, right? Once we build some equity, I can refinance. Get you off the mortgage. It'll be temporary. How temporary? 2 years max. Maybe less. As soon as my credit improves. I hesitated. Every financial bone in my body said no. This was a terrible idea. But Tyler was my brother. Jenna was family. Mia was my niece. There was another baby coming. And they promised. Swore it would be fine. I need to think about it. The sellers want an answer soon. We could lose the house. Give me a few days. I talked to my friend Lisa. She worked in banking. Had seen this situation play out hundreds of times. We met for coffee. I explained everything. Tyler's request. The $400,000 mortgage. The promises. She set down her cup. Looked at me seriously. Ashley, I'm going to say this as your friend and as someone who works in lending. Absolutely not. Never cosign. Especially not for a $400,000 mortgage. He's my brother. I don't care if he's the Pope. Cosigning is financial suicide. If he defaults, you're on the hook. Your credit gets destroyed. You become legally responsible for a debt you can't afford. But he says he'll make the payments. They always say that. Every single cosigner I've ever seen says the same thing. Oh, I'll make the payments, you won't pay anything. Then something happens. They lose a job, get sick, priorities change, and suddenly you're stuck with a mortgage you never wanted. Tyler's not like that. Ashley, the bank denied him for a reason. They looked at his finances and said he's too risky. The bank, whose entire business is lending money, thinks he's too risky. Why would you take on a risk that professional lenders won't take? Because he's family. Family is the worst reason to co-sign. When it goes wrong, and it will go wrong, you can't sue family. You can't escape. You're trapped. You really think it'll go wrong? Ashley, you have excellent credit. A 780 score. You've spent years building that. You have $35,000 saved. You're about to buy your own house. Why would you risk all of that? Because Tyler needs help. Tyler needs to live within his means. A $400,000 house on his income? That's irresponsible. He's asking you to enable his irresponsibility. What if I'm the only way he can get a house for his family? Then maybe he's not ready for a house. Ashley, think about this. If you co-sign and something goes wrong, what happens? Your credit tanks. Your savings get drained trying to fix it. You can't buy your own house. You could end up in debt for years. Is Tyler's house worth your financial future? I sat there, staring at my coffee, knowing she was right. Everything she said made perfect sense. Logical, rational, protective. But what do I tell him? Tell him no. Tell him you've consulted with financial advisors and co-signing isn't something you can do. Protect yourself. He'll be devastated. Better than you being devastated in 2 years when he stops paying. You really think he'd do that? I think circumstances change. Jobs are lost. Emergencies happen. And when that happens, his priorities will be his family, his kids, his needs. You'll be last on that list. He promised. Promises don't pay mortgages. Ashley, I've seen this destroy people. Families stop speaking. Credit scores ruined. Life savings gone. All because someone co-signed. I left that conversation knowing what I should do. Say no. Protect myself. Let Tyler figure it out. But then Tyler called. Again. Have you decided? The sellers want an answer by Friday. We could lose the house. I talked to a friend who works in banking. She strongly advised against co-signing. Silence. Then, what friend? Lisa. She sees co-signing situations go wrong all the time. So you're going to take advice from some random friend over helping your own brother? She's not random. She's a professional. I'm your family, Ashley. Doesn't that count for more than some banker's opinion? She's trying to protect me. From what? From me? I'm not going to screw you over. I'm your brother. The guilt, the pressure, the family card. Tyler, if something goes wrong, we're both liable. Both our credits get destroyed. Nothing will go wrong. You can't guarantee that. I can guarantee I'll do everything in my power to make every payment. What more do you want? I want you to understand the risk. I understand the risk. You think I'd put my own credit at risk if I wasn't confident? I've done the math. I can afford this. The bank is just being overly cautious. The bank denied you for a reason. The bank denied me because of old credit card debt from college. It doesn't reflect my current financial situation. I'm stable now. Good job. Growing income. This house is perfect for us. Please, Ashley. I'm begging you. Jenna got on the phone. Ashley, please. Mia needs her own room. The new baby needs space. We can't raise 2 kids in this tiny apartment. This house has a yard. Safe neighborhood. Good schools. It's everything we need. Have you looked at smaller houses? Less expensive. Everything cheaper is in rough areas. You wouldn't want your nieces growing up there, would you? The manipulation. The guilt. The emotional blackmail. And then my mom called. Tyler had told her. Ashley, Tyler says you're thinking about helping them buy a house. That's so generous of you. I'm thinking about co-signing, which is a big risk. But it's for family. For the kids. Mia needs her own room. Don't you want to help your niece? Of course I do, but co-signing is serious. You've always been so responsible with money. I'm sure you've thought this through. Tyler really needs this. Jenna's pregnant. They need stability. But what if something goes wrong? What could go wrong? Tyler has a good job. He's not going to just stop paying. He's your brother. Have a little faith in him. Faith, trust, family. All the reasons I shouldn't say yes, but all the reasons I felt like I had to. I spent a week agonizing, making pro/con lists, running scenarios. Pro, Tyler gets a house. Kids have stability. I'm helping family. Con, massive financial risk. Could destroy my credit. Could lose my savings. Could ruin my own home buying plans. The cons outweighed the pros. Logically, obviously, clearly. But Tyler called every day. Have you decided? The sellers are getting impatient. We're going to lose this house. Jenna texted. Please, Ashley. We really need this. For Mia. For the baby. Please. My parents weighed in. It's so generous of you to consider this. Tyler really needs you right now. The pressure built. Day after day. Hour after hour. And I caved. I told myself, Tyler's not irresponsible. He's matured. He has a family now. He'll protect this. I told myself, it's just a signature. He'll make the payments. I won't actually have to do anything. I told myself, if I don't help, I'm abandoning family. What kind of sister does that? I called Tyler. Okay, I'll co-sign. But Tyler, you have to promise. Every payment. On time. No exceptions. This is my financial future you're holding. I promise. Thank you. Thank you so much. You're saving us. You're an amazing sister. I won't let you down. Famous last words. Absolutely not. Never cosign. Especially not for a $400,000 mortgage. If he defaults, you're on the hook. Your credit gets destroyed. He says he'll make the payments. They always say that. Ashley, you have great credit. Don't risk it. I knew she was right. Logically, I knew. But Tyler called every day. Have you decided? The sellers are getting impatient. Jenna texted. Please, Ashley. We really need this. For the kids. My mom called. Tyler says you're thinking about helping them buy a house. That's so generous. They really need this. Family pressure. Emotional manipulation. Guilt. I caved. Okay, I'll co-sign. But Tyler, you have to promise. Every payment. On time. No exceptions. I promise. Thank you. Thank you so much. You're saving us. We met with the mortgage broker. I signed the papers. Pages and pages of documents. The broker explained, you're equally liable for this debt. If payments are missed, both your credits are affected. If there's a default, you can both be pursued for the full amount. I understand, I said. Did I? Did I really understand what I was signing up for? The mortgage was approved. $400,000. 30-year fixed rate. Monthly payment. $2,400 including taxes and insurance. Tyler and Jenna moved in. They were thrilled. Posted photos on social media. Our dream home. So grateful. New chapter. No mention of me co-signing. No acknowledgement of the risk I'd taken. But that was fine. I didn't need credit. I just needed Tyler to make the payments. For the first 8 months he did. Every payment came through on time. I checked my credit report religiously. The mortgage showed up. Payment history perfect. I started to relax. Maybe this would be okay. Maybe Tyler really had turned things around. Then month 9 the payment was late. 5 days late. I called Tyler. The mortgage payment is late. Oh yeah, sorry. Cash flow issue. I'll get it in this week. Tyler, late payments affect both our credits. I know. It'll be fine. Just a few days. He paid it. 6 days late. Not enough to be reported to credit bureaus. Those require 30 days late. But it made me nervous. Month 10 on time. Month 11 on time. I relaxed again. It was a one-time thing. Month 12 the payment didn't come at all. I got a notice from the mortgage company. Payment past due. 15 days late. I called Tyler immediately. What's going on? The payment is 2 weeks late. I know. I'm sorry. I lost my job. My blood ran cold. What? They downsized. Let go of half the sales team. It wasn't my fault. When did this happen? 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks? And you're just telling me now. I've been looking for a new job. I didn't want to worry you. Tyler, we have a $2,400 mortgage payment due. How are you going to pay it? I have some savings. I'll make this month's payment. By next month I'll have a new job. You promise? I promise. This is temporary. He made the payment. 25 days late. Just under the 30-day reporting threshold. My credit was still okay. Barely. Month 13, I called him before the due date. Do you have the payment? I'm short. My unemployment doesn't cover it. I need another week or 2. Tyler, you need to pay this. Both our credits are at stake. I'm trying. I'm interviewing. I'll have a job soon. What about Jenna? Is she working? She just had the baby. She can't work yet. The baby? Right. Their second child had been born. Another expense. Can you sell the house? Downsize. We just bought it. We can't sell now. We'd lose money. We need to wait for the market to improve. Tyler, if you can't afford the payments, you need to sell. We're not selling our home. The kids need stability. The payment went 30 days late. Then 45 days. Then 60 days. My credit score started dropping. 780. 760. 740. I panicked. I called the mortgage company. What are my options? You're a cosigner. You're equally responsible. If you want to protect your credit, you need to make the payments. What if I can't afford to? Then the loan will go into default. Foreclosure proceedings will begin. Both your credits will be severely damaged. I had $35,000 saved. For my house. For my future. But if I didn't act, my credit would be destroyed anyway. I'd never get approved for my own mortgage. I made the payment, $2,400 from my savings. I called Tyler. I just paid your mortgage. You need to pay me back. Thank you. I will. As soon as I get a job. Month 14. He didn't have a job. I paid the mortgage. Another $2,400 from my savings. Month 15. Same. Another $2,400. Month 16. Same. Another $2,400. 3 months of payments. $7,200 gone from my savings. I confronted Tyler in person. Drove to the house. My co-signed house. Tyler, this has to stop. I've paid $7,200. I can't keep doing this. I know. I'm sorry. I'm trying. The job market is tough. Have you considered selling? We're not selling. This is our home. It's also my financial liability. My credit is dropping. I can't afford to keep paying your mortgage. Jenna came out, holding the baby. Why are you yelling? You're upsetting the baby. I'm upset because I've paid over $7,000 for your mortgage. We didn't ask you to do that. I stared at her. You asked me to co-sign. That made me responsible. You could have said no. You chose to sign. The audacity. The entitlement. I signed because Tyler promised he'd make the payments. He's not making the payments. He lost his job. That's not his fault. Then sell the house. We have 2 kids. We need stability. We can't just uproot them. I have $28,000 left in my savings. That's it. I can't keep funding your life. Tyler got defensive. We're not asking you to fund our life. We're asking you to help temporarily. Until I get back on my feet. It's been 3 months. These things take time. Get any job. Even minimum wage. Contribute something. I'm not working at McDonald's. I have a degree. I have skills. You have a mortgage you can't pay. We fought for an hour. Got nowhere. They refused to sell. Refused to downsize. Expected me to keep paying. I left. Stopped answering their calls. Month 17 I didn't pay. Let them figure it out. The mortgage went unpaid. 30 days late. 60 days. 90 days. Foreclosure proceedings started. My credit score dropped to 650, then 620, then 580. I got legal notices, and my apartment, threatening foreclosure, demanding payment. I consulted a lawyer. Can I get off this mortgage? Not without refinancing or paying it off. You're legally obligated. What if I let it foreclose? Your credit will be destroyed for 7 years. You'll have a foreclosure on your record. You won't be able to buy a house, rent an apartment, maybe even get certain jobs. 7 years. My entire financial future. Ruined. I made a decision. One last attempt to save this. I paid 3 months of back payments, $7,200, to stop the foreclosure proceedings. That left me with $21,000 in savings. I called Tyler. I paid 3 months. I'm trying to save the house. You need to start contributing. Even partial payments. Something. I appreciate that. I really do. But I still don't have a job. Get any job. I'm trying. Try harder. I just spent $7,200. That was supposed to be for my house. Nobody asked you to do that. The foreclosure notices asked me. They're in my name too. If you're so worried about your credit, then keep paying. That's your choice. Your choice. As if I forced myself to co-sign. As if I forced him to stop paying. Month 18 I paid $2,400, down to $18,600 in savings. Month 19 I couldn't do it anymore. Couldn't keep bleeding my future for their house. I stopped paying. The foreclosure proceedings resumed. Over the next 6 months I watched my credit score crater. 580, 550, 520. Foreclosure notices. Legal threats. Collection calls. The house went to foreclosure auction. Sold for $380,000. Less than the $400,000 mortgage. The bank pursued both of us for the $20,000 deficiency, plus fees, plus interest. Tyler declared bankruptcy, wiped out the debt, walked away clean. I couldn't afford to declare bankruptcy, tried to negotiate with the bank, set up a payment plan. $12,000 total owed, $200 a month for 5 years. My credit was destroyed, 520 score, foreclosure on my record, collection accounts, late payments, charge-offs. Everything that could go wrong with credit did. I tried to repair it, spent hours researching credit repair strategies, dispute processes, rebuilding techniques. I disputed the foreclosure, claimed I wasn't properly notified. The dispute was denied. All notices were properly sent. I tried negotiating with the mortgage company. Can we do a settlement? Pay less than what's owed. The debt has been sold to a collection agency. You need to negotiate with them. I called the collection agency. I owe $12,000 on a deficiency. Can we settle for less? We can do $10,000 if you pay in full right now. I didn't have $10,000. I had $13,000 total. I needed that for emergencies. What about a payment plan? We can do $200 a month for 60 months. 60 months, 5 years, $12,000 total. No reduction, no settlement, just slow bleeding. I agreed, because what choice did I have? $200 a month, every month, for 5 years. On top of trying to rebuild my savings, on top of trying to survive. I applied for a credit card to start rebuilding. Got denied. Scored too low. Tried a secured credit card, where you put down a deposit. Got approved for a $500 limit. Put down $500. Got a credit card with a $500 limit. Used it for gas. Paid it off every month. This was rebuilding. Slowly, painfully, $500 at a time. I couldn't buy a house. Couldn't even rent a nice apartment. Applied for an apartment in a safe neighborhood. Got denied. Your credit score doesn't meet our requirements. I can pay more deposit. We require a 620 minimum. You're at 520. Sorry. I had to rent a studio in a rough part of town, the only place that would accept me. $1,200 a month for 400 square feet. Sketchy neighbors. Questionable safety. But it was all I could get. My car broke down. Needed $2,000 in repairs. Applied for a car loan to buy something newer, more reliable. Got denied. Your credit score is too low. You have a foreclosure. We can't approve you. I had to pay cash for a used car. $5,000 for a 15-year-old Honda. High mileage, but it ran. That left me with $8,000 in savings. From the original $35,000. $27,000 gone. Because of Tyler. I couldn't get approved for a cell phone plan. Your credit doesn't qualify for our standard plans. You need to do prepaid. Prepaid phones. Like I was 18 again. Starting from scratch. I couldn't finance furniture. Sorry, your credit is too low. Had to buy everything used. Craigslist. Facebook Marketplace. Other people's cast-offs. Because my credit was destroyed. Every aspect of life became harder. More expensive. More complicated. Because when you have bad credit, everything costs more. Security deposits are higher. Interest rates are higher. Options are fewer. I was living the consequences of Tyler's choices. Every single day. Meanwhile, Tyler and Jenna were living with her parents. Rent-free. Rebuilding their lives. Tyler got a new job. Sales. Making $65,000 again. Could afford to rebuild. Could afford to move forward. Because he declared bankruptcy. Wiped the slate clean. No consequences. I tried to apply for a better job. One that required a credit check. Got rejected. Your credit report shows financial instability. We can't hire you for a position with financial responsibilities. My career limited. Because of Tyler's mortgage. I sat in my tiny studio apartment. Looking at my $200 monthly payment to the collection agency. Looking at my 520 credit score. This was my life now, for at least 7 years, maybe longer. All because I co-signed. I couldn't buy a house, couldn't even rent a nice apartment. Had to rent a studio in a bad area because nobody with good apartments would approve me. My $35,000 in savings? $17,000 went to Tyler's mortgage payments, $3,000 to the lawyer, $2,000 to various fees, $13,000 left for emergencies, for survival. My dream of owning a home? Dead. For at least 7 years. Probably longer. Tyler and Jenna moved in with her parents, rent-free, told everyone they were recovering from hard times. Posted on social media about family support and getting back on our feet. Never mentioned me, never acknowledged what I'd lost. I saw Tyler at a family gathering, 6 months after the foreclosure. "How are you doing?" I asked. "Cold. Distant." "Better. I got a new job. Sales again. Making decent money." "That's great. Are you going to pay me back?" "Pay you back for what?" "The $17,000 I paid on your mortgage, plus the $12,000 deficiency I'm paying off, $29,000 total." He laughed. Actually laughed. "Ashley, I'm in bankruptcy. I don't have money to pay you back." "You just said you have a job. Decent money." "I have a family to support. 2 kids. Rent to save for. I sacrificed my savings, my credit, my future for your house." "Nobody forced you to do that. You made that choice. You begged me to co-sign, promised you'd make the payments. And I did, until I lost my job. That wasn't my fault. But not paying me back is your fault. Not getting any job for months was your fault. Letting the house foreclose was your fault. What was I supposed to do? Work at Burger King? I have a degree. You had a mortgage, a responsibility. I had kids to feed, priorities. And I had a future. That you destroyed." He got angry. "You know what? You're being selfish. I lost my job, lost my house, went through bankruptcy, and all you care about is your credit score. My credit score is destroyed. Because of you. I can't buy a house for 7 years. So wait 7 years. You're single. No kids. You have time. That's not the point. Then what is the point? That you're bitter? That you can't let go? The point is you begged me to co-sign, destroyed my credit, took $17,000 of my money, and now you're acting like I'm the problem." Jenna walked over. "Is there a problem?" "Ashley's still mad about the house," Tyler said. "That was a year ago. You need to move on." "Move on? I'm still paying off the deficiency. My credit is still ruined." "Well, maybe if you'd helped more, we wouldn't have lost the house." I stared at her, speechless. "If I'd helped more? I paid $17,000. I tried to save your house. You paid a few months then gave up. If you'd really cared, you would have kept paying until Tyler found a job. That could have been years. I would have had nothing left. That's what family does. Sacrifices." I walked away. Haven't spoken to them since. The family gossip mill went wild. Tyler's version of events spread. Ashley co-signed then abandoned us when we needed help. She made us lose our house because she wouldn't help anymore. She's bitter and jealous because we had a house and she doesn't. My mom called. "Ashley, I'm hearing disturbing things. Did you really stop helping Tyler with the mortgage?" "I paid $17,000, Mom. $17,000 of my savings. He says you only paid a few months then gave up." "I paid 11 months. He paid 1. He lost his job. You could have done more. I destroyed my credit. Spent my entire down payment. What more should I have done? He's your brother. Family helps family. Family doesn't beg you to co-sign then destroy your financial future." She sighed. "I don't know why you're being so dramatic. It's just a credit score. It'll recover. In 7 years. And only if I spend 5 years paying off his debt." "Well, you chose to co-sign. You have to live with the consequences." I hung up. That was 2 years ago. I'm 33 now. Still living in a small studio. Still paying $200 a month for Tyler's deficiency. 3 more years of payments. Then maybe my credit will start to recover. My credit score has improved slightly. 580 now. Still terrible. Still can't buy a house. I'm saving again. Slowly. Have about $8,000 now. But even when I pay off the deficiency, even when my credit recovers, I'll be years behind where I was. My friends from college are buying houses. building equity, investing. I'm starting over, at 33, because I co-signed for family. Tyler and Jenna bought another house last year, with her parents as co-signers. Posted photos on social media. Finally back in our own place. Dreams come true. No mention of the foreclosure, the bankruptcy, the destroyed sister who made their first house possible. Someone asked in the comments, "Didn't you buy a house before?" Tyler responded, "Yeah, but the bank screwed us over. We lost it, but we bounced back." The bank screwed them over. Not Tyler stopping payments. Not refusing to get a job. The bank. I saw the post. Didn't comment. Didn't engage. What would be the point? Tyler destroyed my credit, took my savings, blamed me for not doing more, and moved on with his life. While I'm still paying for his choices. My therapist says I need to forgive myself for co-signing. You trusted family. That's not wrong. They betrayed that trust. But I should have known better. Everyone warned me. You were trying to help your brother. That's admirable. Admirable and stupid. Trusting isn't stupid. Being trustworthy is their responsibility, not yours. I'm working on believing that. I'm also working on rebuilding. Slowly. Dating someone now. Eric. He knows the whole story. Your brother sounds like a narcissist. He's selfish, entitled, irresponsible. And you're better off without him. Probably. I don't miss Tyler. Don't miss the drama, the entitlement, the blame. But I miss $17,000. Miss 7 years of good credit. Miss the house I should have bought. I'll recover. Eventually. In a few years my credit will be okay. I'll save up again. Buy a house. But I'll be 38 or 40, a decade behind my peers, because I trusted family. I saw Tyler at a family wedding last month, first time in over a year. He approached me, casual, friendly. "Hey Ashley, how've you been?" "Fine." Good. Listen, Jenna and I are thinking about investing in a rental property. Do you know anything about that? Investing in a rental property, while I'm still paying off his debt. No. Oh, well, if you hear of any good deals, let me know. The audacity, the shamelessness. Tyler, I'm still paying off the deficiency from your foreclosure. Oh, right, that. Yeah, sorry about that. Bad timing, you know. Bad timing? You stopped paying your mortgage. I lost my job. What was I supposed to do? Get another job. Any job. Contribute something. He shrugged. Well, it's in the past. No point dwelling on it. I'm dwelling on it every month when I send $200 to the bank. That's your choice. You could just not pay it. And destroy my credit further? No thanks. I'm actually trying to rebuild my life. Look, I don't know what you want from me. I apologized. You didn't apologize. You said sorry about that like you spilled coffee on me. You destroyed my financial future. I didn't force you to co-sign. You begged me, promised you'd make every payment, swore it wouldn't affect me. Plans change. Life happens. Life happens? That's your explanation. He got defensive. What do you want me to say? That I'm a terrible person? That I ruined your life? Fine. I'm sorry. There. Happy. No, because you don't mean it. You don't think you did anything wrong. I lost a house too, you know. I went through bankruptcy. It was hard for me too. You chose bankruptcy to escape consequences. I don't have that option. Then that's your choice. I walked away. Again. Some people never change, never take responsibility, never feel genuine remorse. Tyler is one of those people. And I was the fool who trusted him. But I'm done being a fool. Done being the family savior. Done sacrificing for people who won't even acknowledge the sacrifice. I'm rebuilding my life. On my terms. Without co-signing. Without enabling. Without Tyler. And in a few years I'll have what I wanted. A house. Financial stability. A future. It'll just take longer than it should have. Because I co-signed for family. Have you ever co-signed for someone who destroyed your credit? Have you ever sacrificed your financial future for family who blamed you for not doing more? Have you ever been told you're selfish while paying off someone else's debt? Share your experience in the comments. Sometimes the best thing you can do is protect yourself from people who see your help as an obligation. If you believe you can't beg someone to co-sign, destroy their credit, then blame them for not helping enough, hit that like button and subscribe. Because Just Sign Here should never end with foreclosure notices and a 200-point credit drop. Hashtag he destroyed my credit.